Hi, I'm Sabrina Winters, and I am an estate planning attorney in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today I wanted to talk to you about an anniversary month for an event that happened in our family 3 years ago. But it's coming at a really good time because I had a conversation with a client yesterday that kind of brought that event back into my memory, that kind of really wrapped into a lot of what we were talking about with their estate plan. And I think it's important to understand the mental process that you need to go through when you're picking people that are going to be helping you in your estate plan. But more specifically for this, it's your healthcare agents. So my client and I were talking about, who do you trust to make these medical decisions for you when you can't do them yourselves for each other? And they mentioned that, their child would not be a good fit. And I said, well, do you mind sharing with me why you feel that way? Why are you saying that? And they said, he's going to be too emotional, and he'll never get it done. So 3 years ago, my mother had an event where she needed a pacemaker, and it wasn't an easy event for her. It happened to be on the weekend. It happened to be the closest hospital where they don't do permanent pacemakers on the weekends. So a temporary one was put in, and there was an issue with that. And then they had to replace that with another temporary one before they got her the permanent one. Like, there was a lot that my mother had to go through. And she has 3 kids. And of course, I've done their estate plan. And out of the 3 of us, I'm like the non-medical one. Both of my siblings, some of their, spouses are in the medical field. And, they're the ones that are supposed to be making these decisions on purpose. Because I was very honest with my parents when we were doing this and putting this plan in place for them that, I probably won't be the best person for you, but we need to put us down. And they agreed. And so that was it. We had the plan in place. Well, they were blessed that, all 3 of her kids were there, and some of our spouses were able to be there as well. And there was a situation where it was bad for my mom, and her heart stopped. And we were all there in the room, and I was at her feet the whole time, rubbing her feet, telling her that it was going to be okay. And we were not going to leave her, because that's where we needed to be, and we were going to be right there with her. And I never thought for a second that I wanted to leave that room. Not for a second. I was going to be there the entire time, as long as she needed me. And of course, my siblings were there too, but it was expected that they were going to keep it together during this time. And it was always expected that, Sabrina's the emotional one. Sabrina's really connected to her dad and her mom, and it's probably not the best person to have in a situation like that. Well, thank God, everything was fine, and she made it through, and we're at the 3-year anniversary, and she's doing great. But what my clients yesterday reminded me of is that it doesn't matter so much your level of emotion. Don't minimize the chances that your emotional child is going to step in. You might want to give them the benefit of the doubt. As soon as that was done and I knew she was fine, I left that room and I did break down. Like, even I was surprised at the things I watched and the things that I did. But my mother needed me to step up in a way that I knew I had to, because my other siblings were stepping up and I had to. So the point of this message today is, when you're picking the people in your life that are going to step up and make these decisions for you, don't minimize the ones that are emotional. They might be the ones that surprise you and step up. My advice to you is, have that conversation with them. Talk to them about what the possibility is in the future for them to be there for you? Who's going to be holding and rubbing your feet when you need them to be there? You might be surprised that it's the one that you didn't think could do that for you. So I would just welcome you to think about that when you're making these decisions, and make the best choice for yourself, but don't give up on us that are a little more emotional than we like to admit. We might step up in a way that would even surprise you in a really amazing, blessed, and godly way. So that's my message to you. I thank my clients for bringing that up yesterday and for reminding me that emotional people can still step up when needed. So thank you for listening. I appreciate it. If you need an estate plan in place, give us a call or go to our email, our website, and book a call. We'd like to get that done for you. Thanks so much and have a great day.